Hey everyone, and welcome back to LightHearted. I'm Britton.
And I'm Rachel. Can you believe that this year is officially over?
I can't.
It's crazy.
It's so crazy. Today's episode is going to be all about reflecting over the year that we just had. We'll be talking about our personal highs and lows and everything in between. And we'll also be sharing some of our goals for the coming year. All right, we want to start things off on the lighter side, as we do here at LightHearted. So let's kick things off with a little game.
Love games.
Me too. So we're going to do some of our mosts this year. So what we did, what we ate, what we listened to, and so on and so forth. Are you ready to play?
I have a bad memory, so I'm nervous, but we're gonna go for it.
All right, let's do this. What do you think is the weirdest thing you Googled this year?
I Google the weirdest things all the time. Probably just like how to spell or pronounce the most random things.
Yeah, it's kind of awesome.
Or like how much it costs to get certain speakers. Like I just want to know how much people cost.
I've never done that before.
You know, like there's big public speakers and I'm like, I wonder how much this person costs to get. And this
fun.
And it's crazy.
That sounds fun.
Yeah.
Okay, who's the most expensive person you found?
Well, I haven't like dug deep into it because I look at like Christian speakers like for conferences and stuff. Candace Cameron Bure is, yeah, she's up there. I'm not
like $100,000,
like between $100,000 and $200,000.
No way.
That's what Google says. Google can be wrong.
Candace Cameron Bure, if you have an actual number you'd like to share with us, let us know.
You want to be on the podcast?
You want to be on the pod?
We will give you $10.
You can take one of these heart pillows home.
You may have one.
You can take Rachel home.
I'll go. I
will give to you my podcast host.
I would go with you humbly. Okay.
I feel like my most interesting Google searches are probably just like body related. Like I'm just like, why is this part of my body doing this thing right now?
I had a like crazy spider bite this year, so I was Googling the crap out of that. I was like, what is happening to me?
You're like, why?
Why am I fainting?
Like, why am I fainting and turning black and blue?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. That's fun.
Mm-hmm. What was your most played song this year?
Oh, I might need to look.
I don't even know how to check that. I don't think I need to check that though.
You do not.
Well, she's looking that up. I'm pretty sure mine is Kane.
What?
And it's probably Any More or Friend in Jesus. Those have been my top listened to songs this year.
Those are good ones.
Yeah.
Okay, I have a playlist called Moody Music. So it's any one of those songs, honestly. One though that I loved so much that I like I would just kind of keep it on repeat. It's from an artist named Livingston. And I really like him, but his song Last Man Standing or Half-Life, they really hit my heart in the right spots, you know? And so I think those were two that
I love finding a good song that like I keep going back to and like I want to listen to constantly.
Yeah. What was your most used emoji this year?
Ooh.
We both just have our phones so we can check everything. I think mine, I discovered the heart hands this year.
Oh.
And then I started using it all the time.
I use the thumbs up a lot just because I'm boring like that. Or the crying emoji.
I use the melting emoji a lot too. Uh-huh. The crying one's good.
The laughy face. I don't know.
Yeah. Is the laughy face still in? Are we allowed to use that?
I don't know. I don't care.
I feel like everyone on TikTok was like, that means you're old.
What the heck?
But I'm like, how else am I supposed to convey laughter?
If you think that 23 is old, then sure.
You're like, I'm very old.
Mm-hmm. What food do you think you ate the most this year?
Okay, I think I have two. One is I finally learned how to make like a really good burrata, which is one of my very favorite foods ever. And then the complete opposite of that is Taco Bell.
Oh my gosh.
My two most eaten foods is
Taco Bell was about to be one of my answers. Nacho fries.
Oh, so good.
So good.
I think we're getting lunch after this.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. What were your most eaten foods?
I'm trying to think I mean, like cheese in general. Probably mac and cheese.
Garlic.
I eat so much garlic. Garlic Parmesan sauce from Buffalo Wild Wings on everything. When I mean everything, I dip pizza in it. I dip chips in it. I dip fries in it. I put it on grilled cheeses. I put it on turkey sandwiches. I put it in my spaghetti. I put it in mac and cheese. Like I literally put it in everything.
Okay, that's awesome.
We keep a stock.
That sounds really
I always
good.
have so much.
Garlic.
I love garlic.
So good. What show or movie do you think you watched the most this year?
Oh. I watch a lot of TV.
That's great.
Probably. Oh, Chicago Med.
Ooh. Mm-hmm. I love that.
That or like NCIS.
So. NCIS is so easy to go back to.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And there's so many seasons that like I've forgotten most of the episodes.
Yeah.
So
it's nice. You just keep going back. I love the early episodes too, like the early seasons of NCIS. Yep. So good.
What about you?
Mine sounds so pretentious. I didn't really watch TV. No, I think I used to watch TV like every single night. I had to watch TV to go to sleep.
Yeah.
And then I started like I took like a reading break for a long time because I couldn't find anything that I liked. And then starting like last January, I just started finding books that I loved. And so then like it kind of replaced TV. So if I like had to choose something, it would probably be something like The Office or Parks and Rec or just something really light and funny that is comfort to me. But yeah. But yeah, I've been trying to read more and it's fine.
What is something you did this year that you're really proud of?
Ooh, I really, really like this one.
I love this one.
I think more people should talk about this. Yeah. Honestly, one thing that I've always wanted to do is have a motorcycle.
I knew you were going to say that.
And so I did it. I have a motorcycle. I have my motorcycle license. It's really cool. We'll post pics. But yeah, it's something that like I've always wanted to do and I finally did it.
I love that.
I love that. Absolutely. Yeah, so I was really proud of myself. It felt good. It was like I decided to go through, it's called an MSF course, so that you can kind of learn all the safety rules and like learn from instructors how to ride a motorcycle. Yeah. And it was like the most humbling experience because I was like, I need to be here to learn because I have no clue what I'm doing. So it was like, it was a very good experience and I feel much safer and I know what I'm doing now.
That's fun.
What about you? What is something you're most proud of?
Well, for one, the podcast.
Yeah.
This is crazy.
Huge deal.
Yeah. I love this. It's just something that's like very outside of my comfort zone. So the fact that we like went for it and we're doing it and it's here and it's real, it's crazy to me.
Yeah. And it exists in the world.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you were the one pushing for this.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't have done this alone.
So crazy.
I'm so happy that you're here. Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm so happy.
So yeah, probably the podcast or I don't know. I went to the doctor a lot this year. I'm kind of proud that we accomplished it. We did it. It's been a long time coming. Then I'm like, I need to take care of all these things. And it's just exhausting to like worry about it. So we did it.
Yeah. I was talking to someone
I was going to say we're done. We did it and we're done. But that's not how it works.
You got to keep going back. No, I was talking to someone today and we were like, just making the phone call is so hard for some reason. And so you made all the phone calls. You did it. I'm proud of you.
I even made the last phone call to cancel my last appointment. Proud of that one.
What was the most ridiculous impulse buy that you made this year?
Ridiculous.
Yeah.
I don't buy a lot of things. I have no idea.
I feel like you're a responsible shopper.
Oh, no, I know. I can think of one thing, and it's not like a thing. It's food. I had a really rough weekend, and then I came to work, and I was like, I'm just going to order food. And I found this place that delivered and it was like tacos. And I spent $50 on tacos.
Yeah, you
and
did.
Bacon cheese fries. And I was like, why did I do that? For just me.
It was worth it.
It wasn't. It really wasn't.
It wasn't that good.
Whatever.
It's fine.
Yeah.
I bought a whole dog and then I bought clothes for said dog.
You did?
And then I bought a friendship bracelet collar that had a matching one for me for that dog.
That's not weird.
So that's a little weird.
It's a little weird. It's fine.
It's okay.
What's one thing you swore you would do this year that you definitely did not do?
That's a big question. Thanks for asking it. I think every January, just like every other human being on the block, I am like, I'm going to work out 100 times a week and I'm going to feel really good about myself. And then it comes to November and I'm ready to eat Thanksgiving food. And I did not work out 100 times a week.
Yeah.
So
that was my answer. Not 100 times a week, but literally last year for Christmas, I asked for all this workout stuff.
No way.
I did use it some,
Yeah.
but like...
But until February.
I don't even know if we made it that far.
But for real, this year I do have physical goals and I'm going to do it. This is my year, maybe.
We can do it.
We'll see you in our next New Year's episode and we'll see how it goes.
We'll get to the tips later of how I plan on actually sticking to the goals.
Love tips. Yes. All right. Last question. If you could give 2024 a theme song, what would it be for you?
That's a really hard question. The first thing that comes to mind, I'm going to go with it, is the Full House theme song.
Okay, why?
For one, love Full House. But for two, I feel like I've had a lot of people in my corner this year and had like a whole support system. Like I've found a lot of people. So we're going to go with the Full House theme song.
That's so cute.
It is cute.
I really like that answer.
What about you?
Honestly, I feel like just like Taylor Swift songs come into my head. Probably like My Tears Ricochet or something. It's probably...
I love how different our answers are.
Yeah, maybe something like that. I had a good year.
Yeah.
I had a good year. I just like sad songs.
Okay, same.
Do you want to know the other one that was coming to my brain?
Yeah.
I Hate It Here by Taylor Swift. But I love it here. I'm having a great time. All right. Thanks so much for playing that. I love that game.
Fun. We love games here.
Now that we've had some fun looking back, let's get into kind of the highs and the lows of the year. And if we have any in-betweens to share, I would love to hear those. So what was one of your biggest highlights of the year? You're like,
Okay. Truly, it's been Kane. But, I'm going to cry. Like, actually. Uh-oh. Okay. I went and saw Kane for the first time in January, which is kind of cool. It's like the whole year. It's so full circle moment right now. So I went and saw them in January for the very first time. And I thought it was going to be the only time. Like, it was like, okay, this is a once in a lifetime thing. I'm going to go see this band that I love listening to their music. And at that point, like, I was a Kane fan, but I wasn't like, to the extreme we are now. I won a giveaway and I got to go backstage and meet them. And that just started a whole thing. And I was like, these are the most kind, genuine, humble people ever. And it was like, okay, I need to see them again. So I've seen them 12 times. But truly, it's not about Kane or the music. It's just about like community and like feeling seen and like having something to be a part of. Yeah.
You've made good friends from it too.
I really have. I've met a lot of people, which is so cool.
Yeah.
It's just never something I saw myself doing, like following a band around or whatever. Like, it's just not me at all. Mm-mm. But it's made me come out of my shell so much. And like, it's literally, I don't know, I'm a completely different person.
Yeah. That's so cool. I think it's nice too, how we've been talking about like how nice it is to have something to look forward to almost like every month, right? Where it's like, I can just get through these 3 weeks, then I get to go do this fun thing. Yeah. And it doesn't necessarily have to be something giant, like
no, definitely
going
not.
to a concert or something, but like just having something.
Yeah. So that was probably the answer you were all expecting me to say. So what about you? Do you have anything unexpected for us?
Okay, I talked about my motorcycle earlier. That was a really big deal for me. I was really excited about that. I think some other highs is like we've planned a trip, which is so exciting and so fun. Like, I just like having something to look forward to. And then just like spending more and more time with my family, and
That's cute.
Yeah, it's been great. Also, I've talked about this before, but I was formerly a pageant queen, a national pageant queen. And so I gave up my title in November. My year was over, and it was like just such another like full circle moment.
Yeah.
where like it's all over and like all of the stuff that I did, like it came to fruition, and it just felt really good.
That's so cool.
Yeah, to just like finish up something that I had been working on for so long. Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, it was great.
Now let's talk about the tough stuff. What was one of your biggest challenges this year?
Yeah. This year was a really tough one for me too, which we've talked about that. So we're just getting right in, guys. Sorry if you relate to this. I had 2 miscarriages this year, and then it took me about 5 years to get pregnant, like with my son who's 6. And in that time while I was waiting, we bought a dog to like fill a hole in my heart. And so after my 2 miscarriages, I also lost my dog, who was like my infertility dog. But like we found out that he had cancer, and we had to put him down, and it was just like this horrible experience. And so I feel like it was just kind of a year of loss, but like, I think through hard things you grow a lot as a person. Mm-hmm. And I definitely had a year of major growth too, but it was just kind of a year of loss, and it was hard. So I'm ready for 2025 to come in. I'm ready to have a good year. And yeah. You're sad. So nice. Rachel was there through all of it. She was. Yeah. And I'm so thankful. What about you?
Well, mine's probably not as sad as that.
That's okay. It's like it's ranges of sadness.
There's been
for
a
all
lot.
of us.
I feel like this year has been, I feel like I have years where it's like all low and everything feels really rough. And then I have years where it's like really great. And this year has been such a mix. It's been so weird because I feel like some of the hardest things have happened this year. Yet I've had a completely different outlook on the year, if that makes sense. So I've just been like looking at the positives even in the toughest moments. This is kind of a high and a low, but for the first time ever this year, at the beginning of the year, I found a dream of mine that I've never been one to have like a dream job. And I think that's cool. Like people have dream jobs and they chase their dreams, and I think it's cool, but I never had one. And if I did, it was like for a week or 2, and I was like, never mind. I definitely don't want to do that. So for the first time ever, I've discovered a dream. However, it's really hard to have something that you like really want and not know how to go about it and fulfill that dream, or if you're supposed to. So like it's been a good thing, and it's been something to keep me going, but it's also like I have hard days where I just sit and cry because I'm like, why do I want this so bad? And
it's hard to know what's right to do next.
And my biggest prayer this year has been like, God, please just don't let me dwell on something or dream of something that's like not in your will.
Yeah.
So like align my dreams and goals for my life with your will, because I don't want to just sit and like dwell on something or think of something or obsess about something that's like not in his plan at all.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I think that's really good advice too, to just be like, hey, like make sure it aligns. Yeah. Right. Like if it's something that you're supposed to be doing, then like it should be on your heart. But yeah, if not, like I like that a lot.
Yeah. Really, and maybe that's why it's so much like so hard, because it's like I am supposed to do that.
Yeah.
And it's like it's painful, but it's not like if you want to become a lawyer, for instance, not saying that that's easy. I'm sure that's like extremely difficult, but like there's practical steps that you take, like step number 1, 2, 3, like whatever, like this is how you become.
Like this is the right way to do this.
Right. And this is something that I'm like, I have no idea how to go about it. So it's like,
you're like, we'll find out.
I just kind of sit and wait and see.
I think the waiting is often the hardest part.
It's so hard.
Yeah. It's like all the other stuff, like you can work hard.
And it's like, okay, I'm happy doing the podcast and I love that this is what I'm doing and I truly do love it. But it's like, what is next? Yeah. And I have no idea.
Yeah.
So
you'll do great things.
Thank you.
Thanks for sharing that. I think it's really important that we actually acknowledge the lows too, just because like they really are a part of the journey. Mm-hmm. Sometimes those hard moments, they set us up for even bigger wins too. So it's like right now in your waiting, like it's setting you up for something great. Yeah. Let's shift gears just a little bit and talk about goal setting and resolutions for the new year, just like everybody does. Resolutions are such a big part of New Year's traditions. Everybody does those.
Everyone does them.
But let's be real. They can be super overwhelming.
Yep.
I don't do well with resolutions, clearly. Nope. The working out didn't go well. It's fine. So today we want to share kind of how we approach setting goals for ourselves in a way that feels meaningful, but still really achievable.
Yep.
All right, take it away, Rachel.
I have a new strategy this year, and we will see if it works. I'm sure a ton of people do this, but I'm going to take this month by month or even week by week, rather than like look at the whole year and be like, I want to work out all year and like be consistent in that. And that's just going to overwhelm you to the point where you just give up so quickly. I mean, if you're really determined, you can do it. Like, I'm not saying someone can't do that, but I will not. So like starting tomorrow, January 1st, I'm just going to look at January and be like, hey, I would like to work out twice a week in January, and then take it from there.
Yeah. Like February, we're doing this. Yeah. March, we're doing this.
You can do different things.
Yeah.
And I feel like if I can get through a whole month of like keeping that goal, then I'm going to feel more motivated to do it the next month. So,
yeah. I like that. That's how my husband does it too, where it's just like, okay, like I have a monthly goal. This is what I'm working on. And I feel like for some people, like that just really works well. So yeah. I really want to hear how that goes for you and kind of how that shifts your mindset month by month. Yeah, just because like that's not how I do it. And so I want to know how it goes for you.
Yeah, I'll keep you all updated.
Yeah, please keep us updated. For me, I agree. Like I don't like setting like a big goal for the year. So I like creating vision boards, which is just kind of like what I want my year to look like. So last year it was like, I want family, I want good food, I was trying to learn how to fly airplanes, so that was on there. I was trying to fly. And then fitness, like I just like put all these things on there. And that's not so specific, which I do think sometimes like being more specific with goals is better. But for me personally and like the lifestyle that I have, it's just kind of like having a loose goal fits my lifestyle a little bit better.
Yeah.
So that's what I prefer. I like a vision board.
I've actually never done a vision board before.
Okay, well, you are in luck. We are actually going to go live on
January 5th.
At
6 p.m.
6 p.m. Eastern
time.
So join us. You can either make a physical vision board or you can even just make one on your phone if that's easier for you. But come join us. We're going to just be making vision boards. We want to keep our goals really front and center for the year. You can be as specific as you want to be on there. So this really is for any type of goal setter. So please join us on January 5th. To make our vision boards.
At 6 p.m. we'll be live on Instagram and TikTok.
Yeah.
We'd
love to see you there.
Okay, I think we should share a few tips on setting goals that actually stick. I think the first one is making your goals specific and actionable. For example, instead of saying, I want to be healthier, you could say, I want to drink 8 glasses of water a day.
That's a great one. One of my tips would be to write your goals down or do a vision board with us and just keep them really visible. So whether it's in a journal, on your phone, on a vision board, I'm going to keep saying it, just having a constant reminder really does keep you motivated.
And I'll add, you should definitely celebrate the small wins because achieving the big goals takes time. So recognizing your progress, no matter how small, helps you stay committed.
I agree with that completely. My very last tip here is to stay flexible, kind of like I was talking about earlier. Life really does happen, and sometimes your goals do need to shift. New things are going to come up all the time, and that should be okay. So adjusting your goals doesn't mean that you failed. It means that you are being realistic and you're being adaptable. So it's not a failure. Thanks for taking some time to reflect with me and to give some of your best tips. Now let's take a minute to look forward. What is one big thing that you want to accomplish this year?
Oh my goodness. That's so hard. I think I want to be more outgoing.
I really like that goal.
Like showing my real personality. Out in public and just being, which people might hate it and then I might lose friends, but
it's like a fast way to weed people out, you know?
Sure.
I think in the time I've known you too, you've just really like started to lean into who you are, just kind of seeing you like being more and more comfortable with sharing who you are, because like who you are is awesome.
Thank you.
And like you do have like I feel like your personality is very like contagious. So it's like when you're like rolling in and you're happy and you're just having a great time, like it really does impact everybody around you. So I just think that's really
Is that why you're always so miserable when I'm here?
Yeah. Look at me.
Because I roll in like
No, even when you're like tired, you're still nice. Like you're pleasant to be around.
Here.
Like here.
I just want to be better at talking, and like there's a lot of moments that I'm with people and I have good things to say, and I know I have good things to say, but I just don't want to like look dumb. So I just won't say them.
Yeah.
So I want to be better at like just saying the things that I have to say.
I think you should do that, because anytime you share anything, like you're very well spoken and you sound very comfortable sharing.
That's been the craziest thing that has come from the podcast. Like after we launched, was people being like, wow, you're really good. And I'm like, no, I am not, but thank you.
No, you are.
Yeah.
You have great things to share and you're good at sharing them. So I think you should lean into that more.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. I think that's a really great goal.
What about you?
I think in a joking way, I think I'm like one really depressed month away from joining CrossFit and getting really into it.
Oh, that's cool.
But like realistically, I think this is my year to really focus on my health. I feel like I've had a few things kind of drop off that will allow me the time to do that. Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah. So I used to really be into like meal prepping and things like that, and like making sure I was getting enough protein. And for the last couple of years, I've really slacked on that.
Yeah.
And so I'm excited to just kind of like treat my body the way it's supposed to be treated. And that's my big goal for the year, is just
cool.
to be comfy and yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Or like be comfortable in my discomfort and do the things I don't want to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's my big goal. Do you have any smaller goals or just intentions for the year that you would like to accomplish?
I want to be better at posting on Instagram.
That's a hard one.
LightHearted. I want to be more engaged.
Yeah.
It's a lot of work. Like I don't think people realize like how much thought and planning it takes to like do all
of it.
Like,
yeah.
And after starting this, like when we're doing the bare minimum, I have so much appreciation for content creators, because I'm like, how do you do that all the time?
Yes. Yeah.
Like it's a lot of work, guys.
I even think about like solo hosts for things. Like I could never do this without you.
Same.
Like having a partner to help with things. Like there's no way.
I could never do this without me either.
Yeah. Agreed. You're like, I'd like to thank me.
I also desperately want to go to Red Rocks. It's so random, but I just really want to go to Red Rocks. So
I feel like you stole both of mine.
Oh.
Yeah, so mine also is just to like be better at engaging on social media, because it's something that I'm not good at it, and it's something I haven't put the time into learning to be good at.
Yeah.
And then I just want to travel more with my family, and you can totally come with us. But yeah, I just want to spend time traveling and seeing more of Earth, because Earth is beautiful. Okay, so yeah, those are my goals. So you and I can work on our goals together.
Yeah.
We can go to Red Rock.
Let's go to Red Rock.
Let's do it.
We can post it on social media. It's traveling. I get to visit Red Rocks.
Look at that.
Look.
Just taking care of everything. Just meeting all of our goals.
That's amazing.
All right. So as part of setting goals, I think it's important to just celebrate the progress and not just the end result, which I think we're both pretty focused on.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, the journey along the way. So I'm thankful to be on the journey with you guys. It's going to be great.
We hope you enjoyed today's episode, and we hope it inspired you to reflect on your own year, what you've learned, what you've loved, and what you've been looking forward to.
If you're planning on making a vision board with us, we would love to see it. So please tag us on social media or share your goals with us. We are all in this together. We're all working on things at the same time, so we might as well keep in touch with each other. Just remember that your goals don't have to be perfect. It's all about showing up for yourself and making progress, even if it's just one tiny step at a time. Thank you so much for starting the new year with us. We're so excited for everything that's to come, and we're so grateful to have you guys along for the ride.
Make sure you follow us on Instagram at LightHeartedPod for updates and behind-the-scenes content. Also, you can follow us on our personal TikToks for more behind-the-scenes content, and we go live on there every Tuesday to get ready for these episodes.
All of those will be linked below, so just go ahead and click on our link tree, and it'll take you to all of the options that you have for
you may have
hanging
to
out
scroll.
with us.
There's a lot of things.
There's a lot.
Happy New Year, everyone. Until next time, stay lighthearted.
This podcast was recorded on Buzzsprout in West Virginia.